Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome back to ninth class English grammar. In our previous sessions, we have already discussed about nouns, pronouns, adjectives, and their types, their uses. Today, we shall discuss about verb, the most important word in a sentence. Verb means kriya. When God created us first, He gave us nouns, different things to us. That means God gave us eyes, God gave us mouth, God gave us hands, God gave us legs, and so many things. Later, God added some work to the things. So, for example, God gave us, that means God gave or God has given, both are correct. God has given us eyes to see. So, I now know see verb. Similarly, God has given us mouth to eat, to speak. So, mouth is noun, eat and speak are verbs. Similarly, God has given us ears. Ears, noun and ears are to hear. Similarly, hands, noun, and we work with our hands and work is the verb. Similarly, God has given us legs, we walk with the legs and walk is the verb, legs are the nouns. So, God created a lot of things, then He gave them some verbs. So, verbs means kriya. Verbs means what we are doing are called the verbs. Now, let's know different types of verbs and definition of a verb. A verb is an action word. I have already told you what is a verb. Action word. Its original meaning is kriya. Verbs are different types. They are main verbs and helping verbs. Main verbs are finite samapika, that is also kalajukta. Okay, finite verbs means which carries tense, that is called finite verb. So, finite and non-finite. Non-finite verbs are verbs which do not carry tense. So, tensed verb and non-tensed verb. Finite verbs are samapika kriya or tensed verb or kalajukta kriya. Non-finite verbs are non-tensed verbs and they are also called kriya bina, kala bina kriya. Right? Again, verbs are of different types like transitive, sakarmaka, intransitive, akarmaka. The verb which carries object to have its complete meaning is called transitive, that is sakarmaka. And the verb which without help of object expresses its complete meaning is called intransitive. Similarly, helping verbs HB are two types. Primary helping verbs, that is HB, and modals. Okay, helping verbs are also finite and non-finite. Main verbs are finite and non-finite. Helping verbs are also finite and non-finite. In nature, who are in nature? Helping verbs are also finite and non-finite in nature. Every verb has 6 forms. Every verb has 6
Six
forms.
forms.
For example, eat. Eat, its forms are ate, eaten, eating, to eat, eat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means eat 1, ate 2, eaten 3, eating 4, to eat 5, eat 6. The first two forms are finite, whereas the other 4 forms are non-finites. Eat, ate are finites. The other 4 are like eaten, eating, to eat, eat are non-finite. Why they are non-finite? 4 forms are non-finite. It is because the last 4 are used in all tenses and time. Like I am eating, I was eating, I shall be eating. Eating is ing is used in present tense, past tense and future time. So it has no finite meaning, right? Or finite nature. Similar is the case. I have eaten, I had eaten, I shall have eaten. Mark the word eaten used in the present tense, past tense and also future time. So en form has no tense form because it is used in every tense and every time. Similarly, I have to eat, I had to eat, I shall have to eat. To eat also used in all tenses and times, so they are non-finite. Similarly, I can eat, I could eat, I will eat. Here mark the word eat. It is also used in present tense and past tense, so they are non-finite. Next point is helping verbs. What did I say?
Helping verb.
Yeah, what did I say? Helping verbs, right? So I have already told you that helping verbs are of 2 types. First, primary helping verb. Helping verbs, its short form is HB. Then that is modal. It is written further. Modal. No, it is not. It is not like that. What did I? That is modal. That is
Modal.
modal. That is
Modal.
modal. Okay. This is a modal verb. So helping verbs are of 2 types. One is primary helping verb, another is modal helping verb, right? So primary helping verbs, B has is, am, are present tense, was, were past tense. Do, does, did. Do, does present tense, did past tense. Have, has, had. Have as present tense, had past tense. Similarly, here let's learn the modals. Shall, should, will, would, can, could. Could, that is could, not could. What did I say?
Could.
Could. Okay, that is could. Can, could, may, might, need, dare, must, ought to, used to. Okay. Next point. What did I say?
Next point.
Next point of discussion is adverbs. Adverbs means kriya visheshana. When a word, listen to me. When a word qualifies or modifies or describes something, some extra thing about a noun, is called adjective. But when a word qualifies, modifies and describes something extra about a verb is called adverb. Adverbs means kriya visheshana. Adverbs are words that qualify. Adverbs are words that qualify. Just 1 minute. What did I say? Just
1 minute.
1 minute. Qualify. Okay. Modify. or describe. Okay, done. Adverbs are words that qualify, modify or describe. Verbs are of different types. They are also subordinators. Verbs are not. This is adverb. What did I say? Adverb. So adverbs are of different types. They are also subordinators. Next, move to the next. So types of adverbs. Different adverb classes start with the words as given below. These are the adverbs. Adverbs of time: after, before, when, whenever, while, as soon, by the time, since, till, until, once, etc. Okay. Next, place adverb: where, wherever, everywhere. Manner adverb: as, adjective adverb: as if, as though, how. Purpose: so that, in order that, etc. Reason: because, as, since. Comparison: then, as, adjective adverb: as. Concession: although, though, even though, however, no matter how, whether. So these are the adverbs. Similar is another is condition: if, unless, provided, supporting. These are the adverbs generally used in English, and the sentence begins with one of these adverbs are generally called adverb clause. Now let's move to the next point, that is preposition. So some say its Oriya meaning is vibhakti, and some say its Oriya meaning is abhaya. Both are correct. A preposition joins a noun or pronoun to another expression in the sentence. Yes, so prepositions. What are the prepositions? Here are the single word prepositions: about, across, after, against, along, until, among, at, before, behind, below, up, beside, between, beyond, by, down in, upon, during, except, for, from, of, with, into, like, near, of, since, within, on, over, past, round, under, without, through, till, to, towards. Next, prepositions. Multi-word prepositions. According to, along with, apart from, as for, as to, because of, but for, due to, except for, in front of, in spite of, by means of, for the sake of, with a view to, in addition to, instead of, out of, opposite to, owing to, over and above, in comparison with, in relation to, prior to, together with. Next, prepositions with ing: accepting, concerning, pending, bearing, considering, regarding, following, including, etc. Next, a preposition joins. What did I say? A preposition joins a noun, pronoun to another expression in the sentence. The other expressions may be a noun, pronoun. The book on the table, here on, joins the book to the table. An adjective: he is good at mathematics. At good mathematics. At joins good mathematics. Next, a verb: you must listen to your teacher. 2. An adverb: he writes well for his age. A double clause: I expressed my surprise at what he said. Prepositions are positioned or placed or kept before nouns or pronouns, but sometimes they appear to have no nouns, no nouns, pronouns at their objectives at the end of a clause or sentence. WH questions: what are you looking at? Similarly, relative clauses: this is the book I have been looking for. Passives: I don't speak until I am spoken to. Infinitives: there was no chair to sit on. Exclamation: what a difficult situation he is in. Now let's move to the next point, that is conjunctions are words that join nouns, pronouns, adjectives, verbs, adverbs, sentences, etc. So they are called sanjojaka pada. They are of two types: coordinating and subordinating conjunctions. Let's see. Conjunctions are of two types: coordinators and subordinators. Okay, coordinators, sanjojaka pada. So conjunctions means sanjojaka pada. They are of two types: coordinators and subordinators. Coordinators: and, but, yet, still, nevertheless, or else, otherwise, therefore, either, or neither, nor, not only, but also, both, and so for. That is for. What did I say? That is for. Okay, so for besides. Subordinators: after, before, when, whenever, while, as soon as, soon, till, until, once, where, as if, as though, how, so that, in order, that, in order. That is in order. Okay, in order that, because, then, though, although, no matter how, if, whether, unless, however, even though. So these are coordinators, these are subordinators. Okay, now let's move to the, what did I say? To the next topic, that is interjections. So what are interjections? आवेग प्रकाशक पद समूह. आई माँ कथा कहूँ भेन आवर grandmother was telling us stories, we are giving response by saying huh, why, alas. So like this, these words are called interjections. Ba, whom, mariba. Here interjection means abega prakashaka pada samuha. Interjections are words we use to express our emotions, means abega, or feelings like anger, surprise, exclamation, fear, sorrow, happiness, congratulation, praise, etc. They are word or expressions. They, that is they. What did I say? They. Wait just 1 minute. They are words. What did I say? Words or expressions we throw in between sentences or thoughts to express a sudden feeling. Right? Next. So these were the interjections. Ah, ham, ah, hey, alas, ego, ah. So these are the, what did I say? These are the interjections that are generally used in English to express our emotions, our feelings in between the sentences, in between the conversation. And perhaps that is, yes, that is the end of today's grammar lesson. We will have more grammar discussion in our next classes. Till then, bye. Thank you.
It's okay.